Hello everybody and welcome to an unprecedented video. And why is it unprecedented? Because I didn't think I'd be making it. Today I was just hanging around. It's a Saturday and my friend says, let's go to a retro game shop. And man, this place was amazing. So I was looking around and the first thing I asked the guy when he came up to me, he asked me, what are you looking for? I said, Bioshock. And he points me towards two things: Bioshock Infinite Collector's Edition and Bioshock 2 Special Edition. And I was like, I need this. So I bought it because we need some stuff to decorate the B4 Brandos shelf area because it's looking a little bare right now and it was only 80 bucks. So yeah, I'll probably be going back to get the Bioshock Infinite Collector's Edition, but it's a little bit more expensive than this one, so I'm gonna have to wait a couple of paydays. Yeah, so Bioshock 2. Now, as you can see on the front here, you got a $15 tag right there. Cost me $80 to get this thing. You might be wondering why this is. Well, I want to say right now that this is a stamp of authenticity, okay? So this stamp actually comes from a game store called EB Games. So they're our version of GameStop here in Australia. And the fact that this is $15, this means that this collector's edition has survived long enough for Bioshock 2 not to be the amazingly hyped up game that it was, anticipated to be. And so much to the point where they're like, okay, well, we got to drop the price on this hard. So honestly, couldn't get this off. I didn't even scrape this off. I took one look at this and I said, this is hard baked. This is a part of the history now. And then on the back, it's got a bunch of cool stuff. So the first thing that actually stands out to me here that's pretty funny is this little sigil on the back that says sequel to the game of the year. I mean, at least Bioshock 2 didn't do that thing where they do the goatee edition when, dude, you didn't even have game of the year. And here's the interesting one. If you guys want me to make a video on Bioshock 2's multiplayer, I would be ecstatic because this is a very interesting thing. Multiplayer. Experience the fall of Rapture firsthand in an all-out civil war. Play as a hulking online powerhouse, the Big Daddy. And on the side here has a list of things we get, which I'm not going to tell you about because I want you to see them firsthand. Anyway, so let's open this box up. So that just slides up there, and pulling this out, I'm just going to put this over here. This is the first real cool thing. So if any of you have played Bioshock 2 or recently or remember anything about the game, this is actually the Cult of Lamb sigil. So Sophia Lamb and her cult, their whole thing are butterflies and all that. So you can find this graffiti all over Rapture in the second game. So this is really cool. And also this has a texture as well. So I like that. So let's open up the box and I'll put that over there. And the first thing we get is, I want to say, might be the coolest. So on the very top, we get our first item. And this is what makes this a collector's edition. All right, so you know what this is? This is a genuine vinyl of the Bioshock score. It's just insane. But anyways, so so this comes in two sides. So one side has different kind of songs on it and the other has different songs. Well, side A is pretty much what it looks like to be just the Bioshock score straight up. So Ocean on his shoulders, welcome to Rapture, dances on a string, Cohen's masterpiece, step into my garden, the docks, this is where they sleep, the engine city, all spliced up, Dr. Steinman, empty houses, lost soul, the good ones, and the Rapture News Daily. I actually haven't heard of that. That might be something to look into. I haven't heard that. Then, on side B, we have Busted Sub, Spliced Aphrodite, Diseased Medical, Cohen is Lurking, Haunted Slums, Bowels of the City, Becoming One of Them, Combat Melody, Rise, Rapture Rise, and Gameplay Cues. And the thing I like about this is Rise, Rapture Rise. If you guys are mega nerd fans like me, that's actually the, what would you call it? Not national anthem. That's just the anthem of Rapture that Cohen made when Rapture was established. And so that's really awesome. Now, I actually don't have a record vinyl player, and I mean, why would I? Do I look like I can afford one of those? But yeah, this is definitely being displayed because honestly, I think this might be what makes the collector's edition worth it, because this is so cool. Anyway, so the next thing in the box is Bioshock Deco Devolution. I always thought it was De-Evolution, but it's kind of looking like, now I'm looking at it, it looks like Devolution. Am I stupid, guys? Anyway, this is the art book for Bioshock 2, and I've actually always wanted to get this. I considered buying it a while back. That's kind of funny because on the back here it says not for resale, so the sites I was looking at were probably doing the dodgy. But yeah, this is really interesting. I haven't actually read this and I don't know much about it, but it's got so much cool stuff in here. Just like pertaining to the early days of Bioshock 2, because the development is a little bit kind of troubled, I guess. Like, not overly troubled, but it was a little weird. In fact, the next long form video is related to the development of Bioshock 2 in the way that the game I'm talking about was pretty much Left 4 Dead in terms of the fact that it got neglected because Bioshock 2 had to be worked on. So yeah, it's kind of interesting correlation, but I'm definitely going to read this. And honestly, seeing kind of like a unique look at Rapture is just, it's just so cool. I love looking at people's interpretations of Rapture, and considering it's official art, it's an official kind of interpretation. So yeah. So that is pretty damn awesome. I'm gonna read that later. Now, next is probably the least exciting part of this whole thing, and this is Bioshock 2 on the PlayStation 3. Now, I don't have a PlayStation 3, but it is cool to have this kind of physically, and I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, that little shine on Subject Delta's. Yeah, so that it's actually kind of shiny, that's really cool. And this actually comes with the manual for the game, which is pretty cool, considering that, honestly, I never really had much physical media as a kid. When it came to Steam games, that's where I got my games. I didn't get the disc cases or anything. It was all online. So even the manuals, it's cool seeing a manual where it tells you, you know, how to play the game and all that. It's so bizarre because I didn't do that, you know? You just kind of play the game, mess around until it works. Anyway, moving on. So after that, we have a CD, and this is literally, it's really, that is so cool. So it's a CD, except they've made it look like a record, like a little vinyl. Oh, that is so cool. I wasn't expecting that. I haven't even looked at the disc, but that is so cool. So yeah, this is just the digital kind of CD version of the big vinyl disc down there, but it's, I gotta look at that again. That's so funny that they made a little vinyl. Yeah, alright. Cool. So finally, we do have one last thing to look at. Actually, before we do that, I'd just like to give some praise to this box because this is cool. So you have like the actual Art Deco design in there. You have Ryan's sigil right there, and just kind of the squares in each of these corners. Oh, that is so sick. Yeah, it's clear that they put a lot of effort into this collector's edition. Oh, it's not even collector's, it's special edition. So yeah, that is sick. Anyway, the last thing we have to look at are the posters. So this comes with a bunch of what they call Rapture advertisements. I haven't actually looked at any of these, so we're going into this together, and I don't even think these have ever been opened. Oh, if you guys are wondering, by the way, I am going to be doing a retrospective on Bioshock, Bioshock 2, and of course Bioshock Infinite, barring Burial at Sea, because we've already talked about that. So I'm just kind of waiting for the right moment, because I'm either waiting for Bioshock 4 to be announced, because obviously by a couple of videos ago I was pretty confident about it, or I'm just waiting until I do a couple more videos, because obviously I've been trying to carve out that I'm not just a Bioshock YouTuber. I love Bioshock, but I don't just make Bioshock videos. By the way, game companies, if you're watching this, send me your collector's editions. Send me free games. I'll review them. Send me free stuff, please. Yeah. Oh, no. Oh. Alright, guys. Just like the EB Game sticker. Oh, this has become it's just become a part of it. Alright, guys, it adds to the Rapture aesthetic. No one send a hitman to my house. I'm just... I don't like that. I had to rip it off. Alright, it's only the one poster, so we're cool. Alright, so unfolding this. Oh, best day of my life. It's just a protective coating. Alright, so these are the real posters. Let's unroll that. Oh yeah. So what is that? That is Paving the Future, Andrew Ryan. That does not want to unfold. Andrew Ryan's poster. It's him looking very dapper in front of Rapture. Surprisingly, a road going to Rapture. I don't really know why they did that. Yes, guys, trying to convince them that Rapture's above water. Maybe they'll come. Tomorrow's promise kept today. Rapture. Oh, this one's cool, guys. Look at this. Rapture. The best and the brightest. So... obviously, at the front there you have Mr. Andrew Ryan himself, and then to the right of him, yep, it's his right, that's Sinclair, and to the left, I have no idea who that is. But that's pretty cool. It reminds me of Bioshock Burial at Sea when you go to the school and they have the Heroes of Rapture posters hanging up. That's what it reminds me of. So, yeah, that's really cool. So, this is the full haul right here. You obviously have the art book, our posters. We have Sounds from the Lighthouse, but it's on a CD. We have Bioshock 2 on the PlayStation 3, brand new console. Then we have the vinyl, what is it called? It's called record. Yeah, we have the vinyl record. And we have a pretty damn sweet Cult of Lamb box. So yeah, that's about it. Honestly guys, this video was not made for views or anything like that. This video is made because I'm a huge nerd and I want you to all look at the cool thing that I have. Anyway, I'm gonna go put this stuff on my shelf and I will see you guys next week when we talk about Gordon Freeman and what a miserable life he lives. See ya.